Today, as you can see by the thumbnail and the title of this video, guys, we're going to be talking about the 7 things I hate about my 2003 Mustang GT. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not trashing this thing at all. I love this car, and pretty soon we'll maybe do 7 things I love about this car. But I wanted to, a lot of YouTubers have been kind of doing, especially car YouTubers, have been doing videos like this about their car. So today we're going to be talking about the 7 things I hate about the car, things that aggravate me, things that I wish Ford never even mocked up for this car. So let's get started. I'm excited. Let's move on to the interior for the first thing. Number 1 is this right here. All right, this cup holder placement. I don't know what Ford was thinking. Maybe it worked out when that school bus shifter was in here, but now I have a short shifter from MGW, and it doesn't work. All right, this is ridiculous. So let me see if I can move you guys around. So right here, if there's a bottle chilling right here right now, this is not for a bottle. All right, when I have my wife in the car and things like that, a bottle goes right here because it kind of is okay. But I put any bottle I use right here or right there in between me or my wife or me and whoever the passenger is, because I have absolutely no idea what Ford was thinking about this. All right, putting a cup holder right here by the shifter. Like, this is absolutely makes no sense. And like I said, maybe when the school bus shifter was in here, when that big old honky thing was like up here, maybe it worked, but I think it still didn't. Like, I still had trouble when I was driving, shifting into first, second, third, fourth, going through the gears. I was having so much trouble because of this cup holder, because right here. So I don't even use it anymore. It is for black ice, all right, for this can of black ice, because that's it. That's all I allow to go in that cup holder, because it makes absolutely no sense why Ford would put a cup holder right there. Since we're already in the car, let's talk about the next thing that I hate about this car, and it is all the creaking, all the moving, everything that sounds, all these parts that the material in this car, every material piece, all these plastics are extremely cheap. It's a 2003. Like, there was better material in 2003 than whatever they used in this car back then. It aggravates me. It rattles, it shakes. Oh my God, it is annoying. I cannot stand. Every time I turn, every time I move, the seats creak, the center console creaks and moves. It has to be the most annoying thing I've ever had to deal with this car. It's annoying. And every time I'm driving, I hear it creak. I blast the radio because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the creaking. I don't want to hear the sounds. I don't want to hear it at all. All right, so let's move on, because just thinking about the interior material in this car is frustrating. Let's move on to the next. The next thing on my list is honestly this entire front end. Okay, stock, I did some things to it to make it look better. Every Mustang, 99 to 04 Mustang, knows that the front end of these cars absolutely looks hideous. And so you have to spend about $150 just to make this front end look good. Stock comes with a ugly, hideous honeycomb grill, all right, that you end up having to rip out and install this Mustang Mach 1 grill delete with the floating pony. And then you have to add the Mach 1 front spoiler, because the chin spoiler, because it looks like you're driving a monster truck, okay? Because not only, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but not only are these cars lifted, all right, basically, but it looks hideous without a chin spoiler, all right? I don't know what Ford was thinking. That honeycomb grill was hideous, and this car without a chin spoiler honestly looks like a grandma is driving. Since I mentioned the stock ride height of these cars, all right, that's the next thing. That's the next thing I absolutely hate about these cars. I can literally put my fist underneath these cars. It is a typical nickname for these things to be called monster trucks because they're literally, it's a lifted sports car. It's a lifted car. I can't believe that Ford thought that. I have to now, of course, drop almost $1,000. No, maybe not $1,000. I want some BC Racing coilovers. All right, so that is gonna happen within maybe the next year or so, but it costs money. And now I have to drop, all right, money because Ford couldn't get it right. Because Ford decided to make a lifted sports car. All right, that is. Why would Ford even think about doing that? Ford, why would you do that? Next thing on my list is right here. Ford, come on, please. Okay, so it just rained, and this is this is exactly what happens every time I wash my car. All right, all these little beads of water get stuck in this honeycomb, fake, disgusting looking hood scoop. All right, it makes drag. All right, it adds drag to the car. I don't get why Ford thought that this was a good thing. But I wash my car, spray it down, and then all these little water beads, and I dry off my car. I make it look nice. I make everything look good. It's all dried up. And then when I take a drive, my entire hood, the whole front of my hood, is filled with water again because of that fake hood vent, the fake hood scoop. I don't get it. And then look, they did it again here on the side. All right, this honeycomb side scoop that I don't get. Bro, Ford, all you had to do was just cut a vent. You cut it. It's less material. All right, you didn't even have to pay to add this plastic material in. Just cut an actual vent into the car, and it'd look 1,000 times better. So we're back in the car, and this is the issue right here. All right, I'm gonna give you guys about a second or two to figure out what the issue is, okay? Time's up. All right, it is this leg room. All right, I don't know what Ford was thinking. The interior of this car is ridiculous, but this is another huge issue. All right, so look, I can't even use the indicator. All right, I am about 6'2". All right, and when I use the indicator, clutch in, the minute I go clutch out, indicator gets pushed off. Let's try that again. So indicator, clutch, pushed off. I do not have any leg room. This is the clutch completely pressed, and my leg is still bent. All right, and I've tried the seat extenders. Those things are terrible, and I'm looking forward to one day swapping out these seats so that I can kind of move this entire thing back and get a new steering wheel so that it can come a little closer to me and stuff like that, so I can have more leg room, because honestly, the leg room in this car is absolutely ridiculous. All right, don't get me started if someone is in the back. If I have to move it up a little bit more because someone's in the back, and then I absolutely am busting my knees against things. That is something that just I don't get it. Ford, come on guys. Ford, you back in 2003, you guys were smart. You guys were good at making cars. All right, I don't get what you guys were thinking about making the Mustang for people that are about 5 feet. All right, I don't get it. Can you guys please? And I know you guys fixed the problem. The new Mustangs, I've sat in them. They have so much room, but you guys kind of messed me up. You jacked me up because I love my car, but I have no legroom. All right, and I have to now get seats. I have to get brackets for my seats. I gotta get a new steering wheel just so that I can get more legroom. And the final stop for our tour today is the engine. All right, is this 2-valve? It's not even the complete engine. all right? Because the 4.6 block was on the Mach 1 and the Cobra. It's the heads. It's those valves up top. This is a 2-valve engine, all right? And Ford made a 4-valve for the Mach 1 and for the Cobra. The Cobra is just basically a supercharged Mach 1, all right? But they decided to put 2 valves, and I get it, man. You gotta have different trims, you gotta have different engines for each of your trim. But why'd you have to mess up the GT? Why'd you have to ruin the GT? Like, why did you have to put the worst engine that you had in the GT? The GT is a car that you guys sell probably the most, all right? And you decided to put the worst engine. I mean, it's not necessarily the worst, but it's still a reliable engine, an extremely reliable engine, but it has no power, all right? The Mach 1 has 305 horsepower. This thing, 260. They're inline 4s nowadays, okay, that make that horsepower. Okay, the EcoBoost Mustang is making 310 horsepower. It's an inline 4 turbo. 4. You could have put a 4-valve into this thing, and it would have been incredible. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys were able to learn a little bit about the car. And those are the 7 things I hate about the car. But like I said in the beginning, guys, I'm not trying to trash the car. I absolutely love this car, and I don't plan on selling it at all. I plan on doing an engine swap to it in the future and continue to make it look, sound, feel the way that I want to. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was fun. I hope it was something that you guys kind of looked forward to watching. And remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And maybe soon, a video of 7 things I love about the car. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.